Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. So, I'm assuming by this point you've guessed what today's topic is about. Harry Potter. Specifically about something for Harry Potter came up with about a few months ago but didn't do until today. So, let's jump right into it and don't forget to like and subscribe. So the story I have is for something called the Confederation of Dark Wizards. It was always going around in my head the question, what if Voldemort formed an army of dark wizards from all across the globe? That sounds kinda crazy, and I kinda have to admit, I can see why that would be. But this could actually have happened, and if it did, believe it or not, it wouldn't have changed much story in the books, actually. So, this story would probably begin a few months after the end of Book 5. So, by this point, Voldemort has all his secrecy has been revealed, and he's been beaten by Dumbledore and Harry Potter yet again. So, I bet he's probably kind of humiliated, and he probably feels a bit weak right now. So, my guess is he'll try whatever it takes to get more power. So, after a while, he would have probably thought of multiple ideas, like getting more allies, but by this point, he's asked any ally that has either said yes or no, like wolves, giants, goblins. The wolves and giants, well, most of them have said yes. The goblins have decided they want to stay neutral. So this limits his options greatly. My guess is he would try to recruit more wizards who would want to be Death Eaters. But at this point, I think he's kind of running out of those options and is very limited. This will cause him to start thinking outside the box, or more precisely, outside the country. Voldemort will begin realizing it would be useful to him to essentially get people that were outside the country. Because let's be honest, there could be a lot of dark wizards that are from other countries, and we don't know how bad they are, but let's say some of them could be really bad, like Bellatrix Lestrange bad. So he would have his Death Eaters essentially go around the globe recruiting dark wizards. At first, I feel like they would be skeptical that Voldemort was asking them anything. Probably still skeptical that he was even back. I'm sure news of his return has reached other countries, but I feel like other Dark Wizards might have doubted it. So, I feel like 60% would say yes to see what this is, while 40% would say no. I wouldn't think the Death Eaters would kill that 40%, though. I doubt they would do that. But after a while, Voldemort realizes he'll need to get one really strong ally, which forces him to go and track down a very old dark wizard, Grindelwald. He eventually gets to the Grindelwald's prison and will ask Grindelwald to help him in his cause in exchange for his freedom. Grindelwald would say no. Voldemort would be confused at first, probably, not really sure what this meant. Grindelwald would say that they had different goals, even though they had similar enemies. After more talk, Voldemort would be mad, but I don't think he would kill Grindelwald, honestly, for many reasons, but we're just going to say he doesn't. So he would leave and return to his home base of operations. Which reminds me, for books, just 5 I guess, and 6, do we know what base Voldemort's actually using? Like, is he still using Malfoy Manor before Book 7? I don't know. So, please write in the comments if you have a guess or if you actually know and I missed that. So, speaking of Malfoy Manor, Voldemort would have all the wizards and some of his Death Eaters go to Malfoy Manor. I'm sure Draco and his mother would kinda be a bit odd about hosting all these dark wizards, and honestly, who can really blame them? So eventually Voldemort will have a little talk with all the dark wizards. He will ask them to join his cause. Most of them are skeptical and don't really want to join his cause. The reasoning behind this is because they value their freedom and they don't want to just become another Death Eater. Bellatrix would object, saying being a Death Eater is an honor. This would be a little infighting, which Voldemort would quickly stop, but it's just a thing that might and probably will go on. So after more talking, it seems like the Dark Wizards are going to leave. But Voldemort has one last trick up his sleeve, which he really did not want to use, but desperate times, desperate measures. Voldemort would then ask them for an alliance. The Dark Wizards would be cut off guard, since they know how much Lord Voldemort loves to control power and people. So Voldemort would discuss more, saying that they would share alliances and Voldemort would help them take control of their own countries. After more discussion, the Dark Wizards agree on one condition, that they would be in control of the countries they take over, not Voldemort. Voldemort agrees, but doesn't agree, because we all know he's gonna betray them. So this actually doesn't change much of the story for book 6 and 7, like I said. But since Snape's a double agent, Dumbledore would quickly know of Voldemort's alliance. Dumbledore would try to warn other countries. I feel like most of them would listen, but some might be skeptical of this confederation. So book 6 will go the same, with Draco killing Dumbledore, Harry getting the fake Horcrux, all of that. And book 7 will mostly go the same, but at the very beginning there's going to be a change. The beginning chapter will still have Voldemort and his Death Eaters at Malfoy Manor discussing their plans. But there will also be some members of the Confederation there, which will have a little tension between the Death Eaters. Voldemort's literally the only thing keeping them together. So after Voldemort takes over the Mystery Magic in Book 7, I think it would help the Confederation's members take over their own countries. This would cause a lot of the Wizarding World to be put under Voldemort's control. But he would not betray the members yet. But the last real big change would happen at the end chapters at the end of the book. So, during the Battle of Hogwarts, Voldemort would call in 50 Confederation members to help him. This actually wouldn't change much of the battle, only I feel like more members on Harry's side would die. No one probably important, but there would definitely be some more deaths. But Harry would still kill Voldemort and all his Horcruxes, which will cause something major to happen. The thing that would happen would be a civil war between the Confederation's members and what's left of the Death Eaters. Now, the reason behind this is because Voldemort died. So the Death Eaters will try to take power because he was their master. They think they should be put in charge. But yeah, the Confederation doesn't think that. So a civil war happens between the Confederation and the remaining Death Eaters. There's not much attention's put onto it, but the Death Eaters lose really quickly. And honestly, it makes sense since they don't really actually have many forces left. But unfortunately, the fight does not end because they still have the leader. So the Confederation begins fighting amongst themselves. And the Confederation quickly dissolves for two reasons. One, they've had done so much infighting there, just kind of in their own countries they're barely controlling. Two, orders are still taking them down, so in less or over a month, the Confederation is completely dissolved, and it's left in the ancient history. So thanks for watching, guys, and like I said, nothing much changed. Or maybe it would have, I just didn't think of it all, because I really didn't think about it all that much before I made this video. But here we are. So, I don't know if there'll be more Comic Series videos going soon. I'm just kind of making videos what I want, whenever I want right now. So, yeah. So, again, like, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. And, P.S., I'm not doing a shout today for this video. I'm just not in it. See ya!